Hello and good afternoon and welcome to the weather update. It's a little after 3 o'clock on June the 5th, 2019, and a disgusting day out there with the sky. You can see all the haze and smoke in the air today from those fires, of course, that we're dealing with once again, and some clouds. But we'll take a look at see how much rain we're going to be getting a little later. But we have a huge variation in temperature across the area. So let's start off with Farmingdale, 74 degrees at Farmingdale. But if we go to Toms River, it's 87 degrees there, much hotter there. Once again, it's always much hotter in Jersey, 87 degrees, and the dew point is up to 67, so it's quite humid and uncomfortable there as well. If we go and we look at New York City, Central Park, not as hot, so we'll look at Central Park and you'll see it'll be about 80 degrees as soon as that loads. It's having a problem. But anyway, let's go and look at the Ventus sky. Still, there it is, 80. So let's look at the Ventus sky and show you graphically what's going on with the temperatures. So we have a south wind, so that keeps Long Island cooler, mainly in the 70s, maybe closer to 80 on the North Shore. Let me just move this a little more so you can see that. So we have the south wind, keeps Long Island cool, but in Jersey, they're cranking the heat in Jersey. Look at this. So we got mid-80s. You can see the darker reds over here in New Jersey, where it is hotter. Again, because that south wind is not coming off the cooler ocean water, it's traveling over the land and therefore much hotter. So let's look at the dew points and humidity here on this graph. And you see dew points, they're high all over. We've got mid-60s dew points and closer to 70-degree dew points over New Jersey. We can also look at the underground as well and see that we have these are some actual observations here. So you see on the South Shore, probably upper 60s, closer to around 70 on the low 70s on the around Sunrise Highway, and then as you work your way up to the North Shore, you got some 80s. In the middle of the island, we're I guess around 80 degrees, upper 70s to around 80 probably. So waiting for it to load here. So the upper 70s to around 80. So let's again, poor air quality today, very poor air quality. Let's go look at New Jersey. Much hotter there. So if we're in Toms River right now, it would be in the mid 80s. So it'd be a good 7-8 degrees hotter here in look at that, even a couple of 90-degree readings, they may be false. But they're always cranking the heat in Jersey, always hot in Jersey, that's for sure, unless you're right along the shore, and then it's a little cooler. Otherwise you're dealing with the heat. And we'll shift this over to the dew points. Look at the dew points. If it'll work, my computer wants to be slow today. Alright, dew points, quite humid, upper 60s and maybe even 70-degree dew points here. So quite uncomfortable out there, especially if you're in New Jersey. On Long Island, we got where the dew points are a little lower. They're in the lower and middle 60s. Still humid, but a little less humid. But again, we're only in June and we're dealing with this humidity. So let's take these weather stations off the map. And let's take a look at the radar. There's nothing much on the radar right now. The nearest activity is all the way in Pennsylvania. So we have this area here. This is all the way in west of Washington, D.C. over West Virginia. This is in the middle of Pennsylvania. And we can put this into motion here and take a look and see where it's moving. And you can see it's moving. We may, like I said, we're gonna have to keep an eye on this. So it depends. If we may wind up going through this gap here. There's more activity over here, up here. So this is more in relation, I think, to the cold front. So yeah, I think it's gonna be dry for a good part of the day, maybe even into the evening. We'll have to look at the models and see. So actually, before I do that, I just want to go over the West Hampton, 71 degrees at West Hampton. But I want to point something out to you that happened not this morning, but on the morning of June 4th, and that is the low at West Hampton got down. Not this morning, but the morning before, yesterday. The low got down to 35 degrees. It shows you how good the radiational cooling can be in the Pine Barrens. It can get really cool there. Bet Tom's River didn't have that kind of temperature. Let's go look and see what Tom's River had. I bet you Tom's River didn't get that. Sometimes it can get cold in Tom's River too. So I wanted to point that out to you, and I wanted to yesterday, but I kind of forgot. So let's do this again, and look, waiting for it to load again. That's why I like to have everything loaded before, because sometimes it just doesn't want to load. Alright, 3-day history. So let's see what it got down to that night. Alright, 39. So not quite as cold. West Hampton is always usually a little colder than Tom's River. But Tom's River is similar type of conditions. It's the Pine Barrens, so it does get cool at night. So let's talk about the what's going to be happening now. So we're going to be watching the rain. And we're going to actually just look at the NAM right now and see these areas of showers and thunder. Alright, so what the NAM is doing is it is forming an area over New Jersey this evening. Over New Jersey, that's going to be moving. That might be affecting us. So yeah, it might be just because it's so hot over Jersey. This looks like a pop-up thunderstorms for around 5-6 o'clock. That's what the NAM is doing, and then we may get some of what's left of that around 7-8 o'clock on Long Island. And then that moves out, and then there's some more. So the NAM is being more robust with the precipitation again, and there's some more showers and thunderstorms. Nothing severe, mostly just heavy rain. And it's not a widespread thing. So let's see how much rainfall that produces. And then as we go into tomorrow, there's also scattered showers and thunderstorms, the cold front, but nothing too impressive. Look at all the activity offshore. It looks like something's trying to get going over there, right over here. So let's see how much rain we're going to get from this. Put it on total accumulated precip. A little more, but still not a real soaker. You know, it'll be scattered. Depends on where. If you're in an area where it gets hit by a shower, whether it'll be, whether you'll be dealing with the heavy, dealing with a higher rainfall amount. Meanwhile, if we look at the GFS, it's a little more different. But GFS, I think, has scaled it back a little too. So, like I said, I think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be necessarily be a soaker everywhere. It'll be a soaker in some places. Let's look at the HRRR model. And HRRR this only goes out to 9Z. Let me get to the previous run at 17Z. HRRR doesn't really give us that much. Nope. So I still think it's more likely that New Jersey might get more heavy rain than we will. Let's look at the on here. So yeah, see, it has most of the activity over New Jersey, and that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking most of the activity is going to be to our south tonight, and maybe there may be something popping up over Long Island, but it won't be widespread. So I don't think it's going to be like a widespread soaker. It's going to depend on where these showers hit, and then the rest of it, the showers would form and move through, and thunderstorms around midnight or so. Alright, and then after that, and then the morning commute should be dry for Thursday. So that's the HRRR. Let's look at the HDRPS. Yeah, same idea. See, it has us going through like a little gap. So I'm thinking New Jersey's going to get the heaviest stuff. We may not. And then then there'll be more heaviest stuff upstate. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Yep. Alright, so now that we've looked at the precipitation, let's just look at the temperatures. I don't usually use the HRRR for temperatures. We'll use the GFS for that. Alright, so it's going to stay warm tonight, and then tomorrow it gets warm again. So, and then Friday we're dealing with warm but less humidity. I'll point that out to you. So, and that makes all the difference. When it's not humid, it's a lot better. So, here we go with the dew points. I think it underdid the dew points today. It underdid them. Tomorrow, we see these. Tomorrow is going to be very humid. Dew points could be near 70. And then for Friday, we see the dew points come down a little bit, but not so much over Jersey. And then the weekend, a little more relief. But I'm not going to get into the weekend on this weather update. We're just going to focus on what is coming our way because we've got these showers and thunderstorms. And, wherever they do hit, there's going to be a lot of rain. That's going to be the main issue with this. So thank you for watching this weather update. And hopefully we don't see anything severe tonight. If we do see anything severe over our area, I will, or maybe even over New Jersey. If it's anything severe, I'll have to come back and do another weather update. But that should be it for now. Again, poor air quality today due to smoke in the air and also the humidity. So not a great day to be outside. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching.